Yo! What's good? What's good? Your boy's back. Back and ready for action. How we doing today, guys? Hold on, let me get the chat up here. Hold on. Hold on here. Let me get the chat up, make sure everything's ready to rock. Make sure we're ready to cook here. Fix my mic. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, I already got a problem here. Music down. Music down. Okay? Music's a little loud, guys. Is that better? Hold on, guys. Yo, what's going on, guys? How we doing today? How we doing? We're doing good? Yo, I'm ready for a great day. How about you guys? Talk to me here. How you guys doing? How has your week been so far? You know, we had a holiday on Monday. Did you guys take any trades yesterday? Are you guys looking for anything today? I got a freaking haircut. The mullet's gone. The mullet's gone, guys. The mullet is gone. I'm back to my regular self. Got a haircut. Got my eyebrows done. I'm feeling more handsome. I'm ready. I got a fresh shave. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Morning, guys. All right. So, I'm excited for today. Let's see. First of all, let's get now that the introduction's out the way. I'm super excited to be here again for another amazing week. Let's see if we can catch something today. Oh, like always, we're gonna maintain patience, extreme discipline, and just focus on our edge and our system in the markets. And yeah, I'm just super blessed, super grateful to be here with you guys for another week, another day in the markets. And yeah, moving forward, guys, moving forward. Today's first sponsor. Let's get our sponsorships out of the way today. Oh, well, this isn't supposed to be on. That is. Our first sponsor today, Fanatics, code CF on the CFD side. For all of your trading needs as far as contracts for difference, Forex, if you will. A great and established firm. Please go check out Fanatics and use code CF for a beautiful, beautiful, fantastic discount. Hold on, gotta drop the music. It's a little loud. Okay, there we go. Music's dropped. And also, for our next sponsor of the day, the Market Journal. Get the free 5-minute weekly newsletter at marketjournal.com. And the Prop Firm Trader to compare all your personal prop firms. Get the best deals. Look for the best accounts. And using the best platform there is to compare prop firms. Look for prop firms of all types and shapes and sizes. and to just make yourself a well-rounded trader. See what you got out there and use the Prop Firm Trader. You know, you can compare, 200K accounts, 100K accounts, different props. And the last sponsor for today, TradeZilla, 20% off. Probably one of my favorite things to utilize. Something that you guys should all be utilizing in your trading is TradeZilla. Why? Because you can back test, you can take screenshots of your edge, get statistical data. These are all things I preach. This is one of the most high-value things that you could have right here. It's an all-in-one cohesive platform, and you get 20% off by using code CF20. Extremely, extremely valuable platform right here, guys. Something that I recommend all you guys utilize. This is probably one of the most valuable things that you guys can have in your trading. So thank you for TradeZilla for the 20% off there. And I think that should do it for our sponsors today, guys. I think there's one more up, but it is a mistake. Guys, this one's a mistake. The 90% off at Apex is no longer active. It ended at 11:59 p.m. last night. But however, the activation fee for $37 for 250K and 300K accounts is still active until 12 Eastern time tomorrow. And for 25K, 50K, 100K, 150K accounts, 85% lifetime. There you go. Okay, let's get into the charts now. Thank you. All right, guys, do you like my new charts? You can now have part-time selling mattresses. Guys, did I do a good job? How was that? No, the Skyfin, the 90% off is no longer active. That is a mistake. It ended at 11:59 p.m. last night, unfortunately. So, what are you guys saying here? Yeah, you missed it, guys. Yeah, these are my new charts, guys. A lot cleaner. We now have white charts. Just no indicators on... Well, I do have a few, but I don't really count these as indicators, guys. Like, I don't really need these. These are just session indicators, so this just highlights my session, and this just marks out session highs and lows, and then this is just the new daily candle open. So these really aren't even indicators. It's just all stuff that's just like a pain in the butt to do. It's like, oh, I got to go every day and hit 18. It's like, I would rather that just be done for me, and then this just highlights my window of entry. So, yeah. So, I just think it's a lot cleaner. I use one indicator, the Bollinger Bands, and I've been loving it, guys. It gets rid of a whole lot of mess that I've had on my charts originally, and I can't even believe I was trading with my charts like that for that long. And it took, like... Hold on, guys. I gotta... Guys, if you're seeing the 90% off at Apex, ignore it. It's not supposed to be there. It's not supposed to be there. That is no longer a thing. So the 90% off at Apex is no longer there. So if you're seeing this down here right now, look, ignore it. What was I saying before I lost my train of thought here? Oh yeah, my charts. So like I said, my charts were just a mess, and then I had like a few of you guys reach out to me. It's like, Tyler, your charts are this and that and the third. And then I was like, you know what? You're right. My charts do look very messy. And I made the shift, and guys, I just want you to know that I rely off of price action. And okay, the structure to my trading is liquidity, a time-based model, and inversion fair value gaps or fair value gaps. That's essentially, like, if I were to take everything how I trade, it's a liquidity, like session liquidity, or previous day high, previous day low, or like data wicks. So like NVIDIA news, or like FOMC, or CPI, or NFP, or unemployment claims. Typically, you'll get an injection of price during those news times, and it'll create a wick. Let me just show you something. I'll show you here. Okay. Let me see. Where is the data wick from? Okay. If you notice, this here at 16, this was NVIDIA earnings. So I'm going to teach you guys what a data wick is real quick. So if you mark out here, the high and the low. So at 16, so this was market close around 4 p.m. Okay, I'm going to put you guys onto some sauce here. So this candle came out. This is the 15-minute time frame. The NVIDIA earnings came out, right? So now, when this closes, right, it creates this big wick here and this big wick down here. This is NVIDIA. We'll mark this out. Ready? Follow me here, chat. Follow me here. I'm going to put you guys onto some knowledge. This is NVIDIA earnings. Okay. Now, once this candle stops, right, this candle prints, these wicks are going to be high probability draws on liquidity. Huge. The market's going to draw to this like a magnet. This is a magnet now. This is now just as strong as previous day high, previous day low. The market is going to want to draw to this session's liquidity. It's going to want to rebalance whatever's going on here. Because look, right now, this wick, what a wick is an inefficiency in the market. It's a fair value gap on a lower time frame. That's what it is. So what the market's going to want to do, it's going to want to draw to this at some point in time. As you see, the next day, we took out the NVIDIA high. Now, when I went into this session here, right, I was in my session, right? This was when was this? This was Sunday open. So look, during my session, we took London low, Asia low, NVIDIA low, right? We took this really high, we took so much liquidity here. London low, Asia low, NVIDIA low, right? I had this inversion fair value gap print here. Boom. Right here on the 15. I entered here at market open. And I took a small little scalp here. That was it. That was my first trade of the week. So that was my first trade of the week. And yeah, I just want you guys to know, when you have big news, like data, like big data events, like like Nvidia earnings or like Microsoft earnings or things that move the market a lot. So CPI, NFP, unemployment claims, PPI. Take note of what happens on that candle, like 8:30 candle, or like when data comes out at like after market close 4 p.m. Just take that session's liquidity and draw it out, because I guarantee that's going to be a big point where the market's going to want to go, and it's going to want to fill a void in the market. So yeah, that's just a little bit of sauce that could potentially help you guys. Yeah, I think that it's just some good info that you guys should know. It's called a data wick. So it's just a strong draw on liquidity. So the market is going to be attracted to it like a magnet, right? You put this magnet here, you take the high and the low, and look, the next day, right after this news event came out, what happened? You drew right to it. Took out London high, took out Nvidia high, and we drew right. We wanted to go and rebalance that. And what happened here? We drew on this liquidity, came up into this 50% fair value gap, and drew lower. Now, I also took another trade here, but it actually... So, okay, before we get to that, let's see what we're looking for today. Are you guys cool with that? News liquidity is one of my favorite setups. Yeah, it's extremely powerful stuff, guys. Don't take my word for it. Go and backtest. And while you're at it, use the 20% off code at tradezilla.com, code CF20, and go and backtest and get the refinements and get the data that you want. There you go. Okay. So today, what are we looking at? We're looking at NQ, right? So, what do we see? London session high was already taken. London session high is already swept. Hold on, let me mark out here. Morning, brother. I'm going to get to your guys' questions in 1 second. Here's London. London was already taken, right? And it's outside of my kill zone, outside of my window. So I'm not concerned with London session high because it's already been swept, right? It's been swept here, 515. Don't care about that. But what do we have resting above here? We have Asia high and we have previous day high. Now, can we come and sweep Asia high, previous day high, and potentially get some sort of an inversion play here to maybe just tag something for a nice little 1-to-1, 1-to-1.5R for a little trade here on the 15-minute? Could potentially happen. But we won't know, and we're going to sit on our hands until some sort of session's liquidity gets tagged. If we don't get a sweep, we do not trade. You follow me? My man, been grinding with your strategies you've shared. Amazing results. God bless you, sir. Dynamic Tiger, I love you, bro. I appreciate you. I always see you in my streams off of the ChartFanatics live, and I always appreciate you there, bro. Every single day that I'm streaming, I know that you're in there, bro. And guys, when I'm not here, you can come follow me on my personal channel. All my links will be below. I stream every single day. Typically, I'll just do like the market open. Because guys, like I said, I trade a very small window of time, and when I'm on the charts less, my edge is stronger in the market and I make more money. I know it sounds extremely crazy, and I know like you think that being in the markets more, there's more opportunity, but you actually couldn't be more wrong. The more you're on the charts, the bigger chance you have of making a mistake, the bigger chance you have of expending more mental capital that you shouldn't be expending, and then you take trades that you shouldn't take, you get emotional, you overtrade. And guys, I just wanted to touch on something. Huge fan of all your traders. Such a blessing. Yeah, less is truly more. It really is. Guys, and I just want to touch on something here, and I think it's very important because I was thinking about this, and just kind of based on my story, and I just feel like it's valuable information that I really want to share with you guys, is that this is the thing, okay? And anybody out there, don't take this the wrong way, okay? So this is how I feel about it. Okay, so I never came from a lot of money. My parents did well, middle class. But as far as me, like I've earned everything myself. And this is just something that I see is that, and this is something that probably will make some of the best traders, is when you come from money, guys, when you come from money and you're financially blessed, and you have more disposable income, and the mentality of money is totally different to somebody who's never had it, or who's had everything stripped away from them. And it reflects on the charts, and it reflects on your trading accounts and your evals and your PA accounts and your funded accounts. If you don't have that respect or know what it felt like to not have the money, you know, people, if you come from money and you don't understand the value of a dollar and what it takes and just to know that, like, if you lose this account, you don't have the money to go and get another one. You put respect on those accounts, guys. Every single account I've ever had is came from hard-earned money that I've you know, got from working a fucking hard job, man. I got every single dime that I've made, I got from working construction, an extremely hard, physically intensive labor job, right? So when I bought that account, right, I was attached to that shit because I was like, yo, I spent this money freaking hauling rails into the elevator shaft, you know, putting up pipe for plumbing, you know, big waste lines, sweating copper to put water lines in. You know, I've done, guys, so it's like when I bought my trading account, I was attached to this shit because I was attached to the funds of it. So think about like a guy who's working hard, man, like I was doing construction, or opposed to a guy who's already came from a lot of money. You know, he's got disposable income. He's not going to treat that shit the same way as me. There's no way, because he doesn't value the money of where it came from. And that's what I say is about blowing accounts and going through hardship in your trading. It's like, I can tell you that I've made mistakes, right? I can tell you that I made mistakes. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna get to your questions. I really wanted to tell you this because it's super powerful. I could tell you that I've made mistakes, right? Until you feel, and I tell you that the things that I've went through in my life, as far as like blowing accounts and, you know, being depressed and being down on my luck and not being in the best situation financially and having no true and working a job that I didn't want to be at. I knew what I wanted in my soul, but I couldn't get it yet. I wasn't ready for it. God wasn't ready to give me that yet. The world, the universe wasn't ready for that because I wasn't ready mentally. So until I went to the place where I literally lost everything and I didn't have any money, I knew when I had those accounts, right? This is the difference between me telling you this and me physically feeling it and going through it. I never in my life, let me tell you this, I never in my life wanted to go back to that place. So that's why I always stuck to my rules. I didn't deviate because I didn't ever want to go the fuck back to that because it sucks, man. It sucks bad. And to feel that, you have to physically go through it to be like, I'm not going to break my rule. Why? Because I don't want to end up back in the elevator shaft. I don't want to put my boots on again. I don't want any of that stuff ever to come back into my life. And the only way it's going to happen is if I break my rules. I let myself down. I let my family down. I let Taylor down. I got a lot riding on this. So if I break my rules and I mess up, I'm not only letting myself down, I'm letting my family down, I'm letting my girlfriend down, I'm letting everything down, and everything that I've built. Guys, you got to remember this. Everything that I've built, and you got to understand this with trading. Even you could have a month, 2 months of hard work that you built on those accounts. It could be stripped away in one day. One day. Look at me. All those months of hard work can be stripped and gone. One day. That's all it takes. It takes one bad day in the markets for you to erase months of hard work. Months. I've done it. I've been there. I worked on my Apex accounts for weeks. Over a month. Right? I got those accounts. They were hacked. I lost them for a little bit because there was some guy who tried to get into my accounts. I had my accounts over to $500,000, and it took one goddamn day. One bad day, and those accounts were gone. One day. That's how quick it can happen, man. And that's why I tell you guys, you need to feel that shit. I couldn't leave my house for 2 weeks after I did that to myself. You got to know what that feels like. Until you know, then you're never going to make those mistakes again because you physically went through the pain of that. I know it sucks, and I'm telling you, I don't care what anybody says, you got to go through shit like that. Every trader does. To anybody who's saying otherwise, that they've never been through shit like that, they're lying. Every single trader has been through struggles like that. Every single trader goes on tilt. Every single trader has problems with their emotions. Every single trader has okay. Everyone has weaknesses. Every single trader. Every single trader. You know? And Papa Gene's in here. If you guys don't know Papa Gene is my future father-in-law, right? And he could tell you, I was clinically depressed. I didn't want to go to work every day. He was my boss, right? He was my supervisor. He was my supervisor in the elevator union. He's here in the chat right now. If you guys don't know Papa Gene is the GOAT. So, yes, he got me my job in Local 1 in the elevators union. And I told him, and he's in the chat right now, right? He's in the chat right now, and he will tell you, Papa Gene, what did I say to you? I said that this elevator union shit was a means to an end for me. This was nothing more than a paycheck. And I had no passion building elevators. I knew I could change the lives of others. I knew I was meant for big stuff in this world. And I told Papa Gene, I'm strictly doing this elevator stuff right now until I can be financially free and break away from it. And I told him, I said, I'm never going to be a mechanic, Papa Gene. I have no dreams of ever being a mechanic in the elevator union. None. Some people do. I did not want that. I didn't see it for myself. I knew in my soul that I wasn't meant to go and do that. I knew it inside of me. I said, the paycheck was nice. It was good. And until I was ready to leave that elevator union, I finally took the leap. I made $20,000 and I told Papa Gene, listen, I'm quitting my job and I'm taking your daughter and we're moving to Miami. Why? Because I needed a new start on life. I needed to escape whatever I had going on in New York, and I started fresh. I came here. I got this beautiful apartment here. I live well below my means. I'm in a studio apartment. It's beautiful. I'm in a beautiful area in Miami. I don't live above my means. I take care of myself. And my first month here, guess what happened? I made $65,000 in my first month here. $165,000. Changed my entire life, right? And it's because the only reason why I was ready to do that is because I went through all the hardships prior. I wouldn't have been able mentally to be able to handle a $51,000 trade, right? I wouldn't have been able to handle making $20,000 in a trade. Why? Because I would have been attached to the money financially. All I did was tell myself, Tyler, do not break a rule and stick to your edge. That's it. You guys overcomplicate this shit because you're your worst enemy in this. You are holding yourself back. It's not the edge. It's not the charts. It's not the strategy. It's you. It's literally you, bro. You got to take accountability for yourself. Until you do that, you're going to continue struggling. The beatings will continue until you make a change. You have to. You have to do that. And once I made that change and I shifted my mentality, right? All these blessings started coming my way in my life. Okay? It takes a small shift. That's it. All it does. God bless you, Papa Gene. Yeah. Of course, to be human with emotions is the first weakness, 100%. And until you're ready to tell yourself, right? Until you're ready to tell yourself and own that and take that accountability, until you're ready to take that, because guys, listen, the charts are great, right? I could give you a 90% win rate model, right? It does not matter if you can't maintain emotional control. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. Just because you have a profitable system, if you can't execute and you can't walk away, that the charts mean nothing. It means nothing. And the only way you're going to be able to get to that point in your life is by having that self-development in yourself outside of the charts. Journaling, emotional stability, taking accountability, having a routine outside of the charts, having discipline outside of the charts. Every single morning I'm in that fucking gym downstairs. Every single morning, 7 o'clock. Every morning I'm in that gym. Why? And then I'm in the morning, I go fasted, I take my electrolytes, I take my aminos, they're right here. I'm in that gym. Why? I'm preparing and priming my mind for the markets. Preparing and priming my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit. I'm getting ready to attack the charts, and my first level of discipline is going to the gym. Every single morning. Fasted. I get my protein, I got my 60 grams of whey isolate post-workout. Now I'm ready to attack the charts. Why? Because I primed myself to get ready to attack the day. You know why? Because I executed that first order of discipline. I got in the gym. I hit the weights hard. I hit legs today. You need to have that outside of your life, and then it will carry over into the charts. Until you do, think about it. If you don't, the same shit that's going on outside is going to reflect right here. And you're going to continue to struggle, bro. I promise you. Does not matter what system you got. If you're struggling mentally and you don't have an edge outside of your life, you will struggle on these charts. I don't give a shit what anybody tells you. I'm as real as it gets. I'm going to give you real life information that helped me because, guys, if you've seen my posts on Twitter, I worked a hard-ass construction job my entire life. Since I was 20 years old, I worked construction. If you're born a dog, you can't die a cat. And that's what I say, guys, is my whole life I've been disciplined. I played baseball my entire life. My whole life was centered around baseball. I lived, eat, slept, and bled baseball, okay? I was going to play in college. I went to the Little League World Series. My whole life was surrounded around baseball, right? I hurt my arm, and I couldn't pitch anymore. But my whole life was centered around baseball. I went to baseball camp. I was on travel ball. I did lessons. I practiced. All of these things, right, is what made me a great athlete. And that was my first order of discipline. So I knew when I came to the charts, I had discipline in my life when I was an athlete. So now that it's the same thing. The discipline is the exact same. The more time you put it, I don't care. And listen to me. I don't care what anybody says on Twitter, right? The more time, and let me make this clear. How the hell is somebody going to tell you, right? The more time you put behind these charts, the better your edge will be in the markets. I don't give a shit what anybody else says. If they say, oh, what can we from the charts? No. The more time you put behind the charts, the more you'll get out of it. What you put into this is what you'll get out. You put 12 hours in behind the charts as opposed to a guy who's putting an hour in, guess who's going to have the edge? You, bro. What you put in is what you get out. Anyway, the market's opening. Let's dial in. Tyler, one Apex account on last 18 on your stream. I have been messaging you since, and you're not replying. Soima, I'll give you your account today. Sorry, I've been busy, Soima. I have a lot of stuff going on. Okay, let's lock in. The market's going to open in 3 minutes here. Yo, Top G, good morning. Good morning. Let's dial in. Let's lock in for another amazing day in the markets here. And let's see what we got. We got our liquidity there. Let's see the 1 minute. All right, so this is our liquidity here. Let's see how the 1 minute's turning out. We'll get the 1 minute up here. But like I said, I really want to see these highs get swept. I want to see Asia high, previous day high get swept. And then we'd be in a good situation for a potential trade here. Let's see. Let's wait. We got 3 minutes. Yo, you guys got any other questions while we wait for the last 2 minutes for the market to open here? I went on a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a tangent. Been back testing your Judas swing. It's awesome, man. Yeah, guys, and like I said, something with me is that it's really hard to teach is that I have really strong pattern recognition skills. That's one thing that's always came very easy to me. And I have a very good memory, like almost photographic memory. So when I see things in the market and I have so much chart time, it kind of just like, whoa, Tyler, this is like a cyclical thing. Like I've been seeing this over and over and over again. And then I go, you know what? Let me go and back test this. It kind of just comes to me, guys. I'm telling you, it feels very, very natural. It doesn't feel like I have to go and do this and like I'm pulling teeth. Like if I come up with a new model, it's because like I've seen it happen time and time again. And it's all very very natural. Yeah, so I'm glad you're seeing. Please tell us how you get the sessions marked out on your trading view chart so we don't have to do it every day. Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. So I use this sessions indicator right here let me get up the script for you guys. The market's about to open. Hold on. About the script, this is probably the best sessions indicator. It's sessions on charts by Aura Rocks. Hold on, let me get my, hold on here. Oh, favorites. Sessions on chart by Aura Rocks _AIF. There you go. Aura Rocks _ AIF. Sessions on chart. So hope that helps. So I hope that have a look at gold. Have a look at GC. Okay, just give me 1 minute. The market's about to open in 6 seconds. I'll look at your questions in 1 minute here, guys. Let's just see how we're looking today. All right, market's open. Got my alarm set. Let's see. Guys, right now, we're currently in no man's land. This is what I call no man's land. We're not interested in a single thing right now. We are sitting, and we are waiting. I know you guys hate to hear me say, oh, Tyler hasn't taken a trade on ChartFanatics Live yet. You know what? I don't care. You know why? Because I'm executing my system. Where does my money come from? The charts. The charts. So, I execute my edge. If my edge isn't there, I do not trade, and I will not take a trade just for said stream. Okay? We could talk about trades, but I won't take trades outside of my statistical data-proven edge in the market. Do you know why? Because I'm disciplined. I don't need to overtrade. Thanks, bro. You just saved us all a lot of time. Yeah, dude, that's like the worst. It's like marking out your sessions. And yo, wait, hold on. I wanted to show you guys one more thing. Yo, actually, when I was on my stream yesterday, somebody pointed this out to me. But how do I... Okay. Guys, if you want to see like the new daily candle open and close, right? You go to here. Hold on here. You go to settings, right? And you go to session breaks, right? And you click session breaks, and it'll put a line when the daily candle closes. You don't got to do it. Somebody in my stream yesterday told me that, and I love them for that. I forgot who it was. But yeah, if you guys don't want to have to go, because I like to see midnight open and then new daily candle open and close. Guys, you just go to, you don't even need an indicator. You literally go here, settings, you right click, you go to settings, right? And then you go to events, and then you hit session breaks. And it does it for you. Could you even imagine that? It's crazy. Yeah, PK helped me on that. Yeah, and PK, love you, PK. Tyler, talk about your best trade ever. Yeah, sure. My best trade ever. Okay. Well, okay, I've had a few, all right? I've had a few. So, I've had some huge days on Apex, right? Okay, so my biggest day ever, technically was I made $6,000 across 20 accounts on my Apex accounts, on 50Ks. So I made $120,000 in one day. That was technically my biggest trade ever, but my biggest single trade ever in one account was, it had to be over $60,000 because after the profit split, with the firm, it was 51,000. And it was about a 2.5 week swing trade. It was on a USD JPY short. And, yo, it was insane. It was wild. I risked $1,000. I think I actually risked like $1,500, okay? I think it was like 1,000 or $1,500. It was like in February. And yeah, I made 51 grand, guys. It was my biggest payout, singular payout. Like, and it's different for CFD firms. That my biggest payout was 51,000. My biggest trade ever, singular trade, was on my 50K Apex accounts. I had 20 of them, and I hit $6,000. I made $120,000 in one day. That was technically my biggest trade of all time. It was wild. It was wild. That trade was crazy, and it was like an intraday swing trade. It wasn't a scalp. It was like a 15-minute entry model intraday swing, and I caught a nice daily expansion. And yeah, that was actually my biggest trade ever, because now that I'm thinking about it, as far as like a numerical value across the 20 accounts, yeah, 6K across 20 was $120,000. Wild. It was a crazy trade, bro. It was crazy. Actually, you hit all-time high now? Yeah. How do you manage 35% consistency rule for that 6K trade on 20 accounts? So on the 6K trade, it actually did hinder my consistency a lot, Akash. It was a rather big trade, and I had to take a lot more trades to get it down. I eventually just had to keep trading. That's all I did. I kept trading and got my consistency down. It took a little bit longer because it was a rather big trade. And, yeah, so I was hitting like $2,000, $3,000 trades, $1,500 trades, and I was just being consistent, man. You know, every single day or once, a couple times a week, just being consistent and getting that consistency down. Tyler, if you decided to get back to CFDs, what firms would you use? Well, if I could trade with funded next CFDs, I would. the other firms I would utilize, I would probably go with, let's see, who's reputable here in the space still? Not many. Not many. I definitely would get, I definitely 100% would go with Funding Pips. I would go with, who else? Alpha Capital. I would go with, who else? E8, without a doubt, E8. And FTMO, obviously. FTMO is open to U.S. citizens now, if you didn't know that. So that's cool. And probably 5%ers. I'm trying to think. I can't trade with a lot of them, guys. Yeah, FTMO, it's just, guys, the leverage is really bad for U.S. citizens. It's really bad. The leverage is so bad. It's like, I think it's like 1 to 10. Because they're running it through a Wanda. So the leverage is kind of eh. Let me see. Tyler's 6K trade over 20 accounts meant that one single trade was replicated over 20 accounts of the same prop firm. CFD props unfortunately don't allow this. Sha, we're talking about Apex. We're talking about Apex, my brother. I had 20 accounts, 20 50K accounts. I had $6,000 trade. You know what? I could actually, let me see if I have it. Let me see if I have it. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up here. I think I have the screenshot of it. Hold on here, guys. Hold on just one dang second here. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up because it's here. I want you guys to see it. So far, guys, we're in no man's land. We got no trades. We got no trades. We're just chilling. But I want to show you guys this so you guys know that I'm not capping. There's no lies here, guys. There's no lies. We're just talking factual, real-life factual information here. Let me pull it up. It's on my Twitter here somewhere. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Okay, it's coming. Wait. Oh, wait. Is this it? Hold on. I think I found it. Hold on one dang second. I think I found it. Oh, yeah. I'm about to get funded. Next accounts, no consistency rule, and profit split on passing evals is fire. Yeah, unfortunately, this is, what we have, the deal here is with the CFD side of Funded Next. But yeah, those Funded Next freaking, those accounts are freaking badass, dude. Those are awesome accounts, for sure. Let me see. Hold on one second here. I'm trying to find this. Oh, wait. Okay, there's one. Oh, we're right here, guys. I think I got it. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. It was close to 6,000. It was 5,770. Wait. Oh, shit. Can you see it? It was 5,770. It was a big day. Can you guys see it? Dang. Oh, there you go. Wait. Dang. It was 5,770 across 20 accounts. Crazy, bro. Yo, that trade was insane. Yeah, it was huge. 100K day. Wild, bro. Wild trade. Wild. What are you guys saying here? Yeah, Apex is the best. As far as scalability and ROI goes, Apex is the best. It is the best. You can't do that on any other firm, bro. You can't. Yeah, so like I said, if I could trade, guys, my go-to firm, like as far as credibility wise, I wish I could, and maybe in the future they'll bring this on. If I could trade with Funded Next, 100% would, without a doubt, I would, because they have long-standing reliability in the space. They're now crushing it on the future side as well, and yeah, they've paid out millions and millions of dollars, and you just got to stick with the reliable firms that have been in the space and have the track record. So if you are looking for a solid, reputable CFD firm, I would go with Funded Next, 100%. What would you want NQ to do right now? What I want NQ to do right now, Paul, is I need to see some sort of sessions liquidity get swept. I'm quite literally in no man's land right now. Look. I'm in no man's land. I don't like anything. There's nothing here. If I can get something before, hold on, let me put this on here. Boom. Take this off. We'll put 930 to 950 on. If we could potentially get an inversion play, but it would have to play out below the Bollinger Band. But there's nothing here right now. There's literally, we're sitting in nothing. There's nothing. I don't like anything. So let's get this up. Let's get the sessions up. Look at this. Boom. Okay. I need to see some sort of sessions liquidity get swept. I need, like, if we could draw to Asia high, previous day high, maybe London low, Asia low. Right now, look at this. We are in nothing. We're in no man's land. We're playing around in this, right here, in this fair value gap. We're playing around inside of this fair value gap. This right here. This is where we're messing around right now. We're wicking inside of it, kind of just playing around these two fair value gaps. Respecting it. If you close below the 50%, could go lower. There's currently nothing. GC. News in 20. Let me see gold. All right. As far as gold right now, like, this is a chase. Like, we're at all-time highs. There's no trade on gold right now. This is insanity. I'm not even interested in this. If anything, we just swept Asia, right? And if we invert this fair value gap, right? We crossed all-time highs. If we invert this fair value gap, there's a strong chance that we go lower. Watch. We're at all-time highs. Asian session high was just taken. If you invert this fair value gap right here, you could be going a lot lower. Watch. If this candle closes in 3 minutes and you invert this fair value gap and you get a respected candle, this could drive lower. But this isn't part of my edge. I'm not going to go and take this. This is just what I'm seeing. All-time highs, swept Asia, we're in all-time high area. We're about to invert this fair value gap. We're going to disrespect it. This could very well drive lower. So if you want to build a trade off of that potential narrative, like if we close below the 50% of this fair value gap, if we respect it, you're good. If not, you got 3 minutes. If you drive and invert the 50%, this could get ugly fast. This could get ugly fast. This could drive, and when gold pushes down, it hits hard. So just exercise caution if you're thinking about long in this right now. You're up and out of space. You're in outer space, and you don't have your spacesuit on, okay? And you may be stuck up there. But that's what I'm seeing on gold. Why doesn't GC short meet my criteria? I'll tell you why. Because Asia high was swept, not inside of my window. It's not inside of my window right here, first of all, and I want to see previous day high get swept as well. So I typically would like to see a previous day high get swept. Previous day high was right here. This was previous day high. Boom. It was taken already. It was taken in the overnight session. Previous day high was taken. Asia session was taken. Not inside of my window. If this inverts, this could just drive a lot lower. A lot lower. So if you want to build a narrative off of that, that's kind of where, like, my mind would be as far as what gold could potentially do. Like, this, and especially if you invert this one. Is this a small one? This is another one here. This is another tiny one, right? Boom. Like, this is dangerous right now, bro. This could fall. This could fall out of the sky very fast. You got a minute left. Yeah, this is dangerous, bro. If you're in longs right now, exercise extreme caution. This is, you're in no man's land. Looks like this fair value gap's gonna get disrespected here. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Yeah, gold will drop. Can I take a quick look at EU? Absolutely. Would love to. Let me go to my CFD list. Okay. Let's see EU. What is EU up to? Literally nothing. Okay. This is previous day low. Right? Previous day low. Already taken in London. What do I got? Asia session and Asia session high, Asia session low, already taken. Midnight opens here. No sessions liquidity there. EU is also in no man's land right now. Currently doing nothing of the sort that I care about. Nothing. Do you want to know one of the trades that I did take? Okay. Let's see. I'll show you. This was an A+ entry that I did take. Okay. Here you go. This was on the Nikki, JPN 225. And if we have a group chat for ChartFanatics, I shared my entry last night. I made $6,000, okay? This was an entry I did take. I took this, when was I in this? I was in this at 10 a.m. yesterday. 10 a.m. yesterday I took this trade, okay? I got out. Where did I take my... I took my TP right here. This is my TP on this candle. Boom. So, what happened? Down here, right? Market opens. What happens? I take out Asia session low and previous day low. What happens here? I invert this fair value gap. Inversion here. I wait for a candle close to respect it. My stops were below here. I took a nice little small little trade here. I risked what did I risk? I risked 2% on this trade. It was on the 300K account. I risked 2%, and I took like a small little trade here. That was that. I got out. That was my entry there. And hold on, I'll show you it. I'll show you it. Hold on, I'm getting texts here. Okay. Hold on, let me show you the entry here. So you guys know I'm not lying. History. We're going over JP. We're going over the Nikki. Here's my profit right here. Look. $6,307. Right there. $6,307 last night. Took that trade. Boom. Boom. How many strategies do you actually use to execute trades? Right now, so I have different models for CFDs and I have different models for futures because obviously, as you know, I can't hold my trades overnight on futures. I can only hold them intraday. Just pass Fanatics Futures 25K account with tweaks on your 1-minute NQ scalping. Thanks a lot, man. That's what I love to hear. Shout out you, Soima. Shout out you. Freaking awesome. Amazing. I love that. NQ showing me more bearish structure. That at ES and what does that mean to you, Tyler? Sorry, I'm just picking your brain here, taking advantage of this opportunity. Of course. That's why we're here, brother. That's why we're here. Okay. Let me go back to NQ. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. If we close below the 50% of this fair value gap, yes, I am bearish on NQ. But it just doesn't mean that I'm ready for a trade, though, guys. I'm not ready for a trade. There's no trade. I know it sucks. I know I got on here and I haven't taken a trade yet. I know. Trust me, I know. I know you guys are aggravated at me and you think, oh, this guy doesn't. This guy, he doesn't actually trade. He just talks. Oh, this is talk. I get in here and all Tyler does is talk. You know what, guys? Go to the streamers who are taking trades every single day. See how well they're doing. Okay? And not only that, they're only showing you the green shit on their P&L. They're probably blowing way more accounts than you could ever even know. But Tyler, every time you get on the ChartFanatics live stream, all you do is talk. You never take a trade, and that shows me, Tyler, that you're not profitable. Because Tyler, guess what? You never trade. I do trade when the market comes to me and I can take a trade. Until then, I don't trade. I sit here and I fucking wait. I wait for the market to literally come to me and be like, hold on, I'll be right back, okay? Hold on. I come here and I'm like this. Guys, this is what I do. ChartFanatics, take a screenshot of this. This is what I do, guys, okay? This is what I do. I sit. Look, here's the secret. Here's Tyler's secret strategy, right? Here you go. Here's Tyler's secret strategy. I sit and I wait 90% of the time until the market goes like this to me. Here's the silver fucking platter, right? Look, here it is. Here's the silver platter. Take a trade, Tyler. Until the market comes up to me like this, look. Tyler, here you go. Here's a trade, Ty. Here you go. Until it does this, I do not trade. Sorry. Until it goes like this. Look. Hold on, I'll show you. Hold on 1 second. Guys, look, I do this. Oh, here's a trade, Tyler. Here you go. All you gotta do is wait. Here's the platter. Go ahead, take it. Until it does that, I don't trade. I don't fucking trade. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Until it does that, I don't fucking trade. Don't care. Do you understand? How much more clear do I have to make it? Silver fucking platter or no trade. Silver platter or no trade. That's it. Do you get it? Hello? Marco? Are you there? Marky? Are you there, Marky? It's me, Benjamin. You got it? You gotta wait. Oh, guys, don't tell me to calm down. It's all good fun. It's all good fun. All right? Don't tell me to calm down. You calm down. All right, bro? If you can't have a little fun, quit getting your freaking panties in a bunch, dude. It's a fucking joke. Relax. Tell me to calm down. You calm down. How about that, pal? You calm down. I'll calm down when I want. This is my stream. This is my stream. I do what I want. That's it. Tell me to calm down, this guy. Who's this guy telling me to calm down? Pfft. Nerd. Why he shows those fake monies you can buy 1 million to 150. Why he shows those fake monies. Why he shows those fake monies. Well, Success Blueprint, when you could formulate a functioning sentence, then maybe I'll answer. But until then, until you can properly educate yourself on how to formulate a sentence, I'm just going to ignore you. That's it. When he shows those fake monies, that's impressive. That's not even a sentence. Anyway, guys, I'm getting guys, look. This is what you got to do. You just got to sit there and wait. Yeah, guys. We can't be here for a little bit of fun. This is for fun, right? When we're not trading, we're having fun. I got to entertain you guys somehow, right? So, to anyone that tells me to calm down, I ain't calming down. That's that. I don't calm down. I'm 100% me. This is how I am in the real world. This is how I am outside of trading. This isn't an act. If you guys think I'm crazy for the camera, I'm even worse in person. I'm a legitimate psychopath. Why is he showing those fake bills? You can buy 1 million in fake money for just 150. Bro, are you out of your mind? It's a joke, dude. It's a joke. It's a literal joke. This is for the stream. This is literally it's fake money for the stream, okay? It's a joke. Take one. God, everyone's so uptight. Everyone's so dang uptight. When you're not trading, we're joking around. That's it. This is supposed to be fun. It's a fun thing. Take it so serious. Ugh. That's what I gotta say to you. Does anyone tell me to calm down? Ugh. Okay? There you go. Everyone rushes to take trades, then they blow accounts. Would you consider sell on GU? Carry on, be yourself. I will be myself. Yeah, that's it. We have fun. I'm myself, guys. It's my stream. I'm gonna do what I want. That's it. That's it. It's just me. I can do whatever. Exactly. That's the message. The message, I made the message in a fun, funny way. That was what it is, okay? To everyone who said, ew, what's wrong with this guy? Nothing. I made the message. That couldn't be more clear. That couldn't be more clear. You sit there and you wait until the market physically comes to you and it tells you, if you don't take this trade, you're going to really kick yourself. If you don't come to the market, right, and you don't see that, right, and you don't see that, and you're like, oh, I should maybe take this trade, do not take it. Do not take it. Do you want to know why? Because even your 90% A++ silver platter models still lose. So why would you go and take a trade outside of that? I don't understand. And the hardest part is to just sit here, right, with your hands and not touch the goddamn mouse. Just don't touch it. Just watch, learn, forward testing, back test, You know, watch a stream, watch something entertaining, take your trades. That's what I do. Take your trades for the day, watch some streamers, interact with others, you know, get away from the charts. Go watch some other degenerate go on tilt and blow his accounts. Don't let it be you. There are plenty of YouTubers out there who do that for all of us. So go and watch them and don't do what they do. Do the exact opposite. I know you're in a rush. You want to do this. You want to be rich right now. You want to quit your job. It's not reality, bro. I got to take you down from wherever the hell you are right now. It took me 6 years to do this. 6 long, hard years. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. I'm sorry. It's not. So if you're in this and you're in year 1, you got a long way to go, brother. Long way. And a lot of hard journeys and a lot of hard mistakes that you're going to make. And just know that and be okay with it. Be okay with it. Be like, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to learn. Why? Because I don't. And even if you think that you could see some sort of the way that I trade, you're not going to have the same amount of time on the charts that I've had. You're not. I'm here for the duck race. I wish I could run the duck race. Hold on. I don't think we're giving accounts away today, guys. Let me ask them. I don't think we are. Damn. What else are you guys saying? A lot of people don't understand trading, bro. They feel you need to take a trade every day, every hour. Respect to you, though. 100%. I'm telling you guys, I used to do the same thing. I used to feel like I needed to trade every single day, right? If I didn't take a trade every single day, I was hindering myself. I was holding myself back, right? Then all of a sudden, I took a year off from prop firms, just focused on back testing, not trading at all, forward testing and back testing and getting data. And then once I was like, oh my God, Tyler, you're actually better on the higher time frames. I used to trade the 5 minute. I used to trade the 1 minute. I was not as successful on it. Why? Because even though, and people could say this, right? And people could say this, even though you trade, right? And people could say time frames are fractal, like the 1 minute and the 15 minute, although it moves faster, the time frames are fractal. You got to remember that even though, right, my psychology, when the candles are moving like this, right, and it's a lot slower, we're printing on a 15 minute, as opposed to this, is a world of a difference for me mentally, for myself. I'm not saying everybody out there. I'm speaking on me. The fact that these candles are moving faster, I have to execute quicker. It gives me a little bit more anxiety. It makes me a little bit more anxious than when I'm normally trading, is that I just execute trades better on a higher time frame. And I knew that that was part of my edge as a trader. I never traded the 1 minute until I started streaming, guys. I want to make that clear. I never traded the 1 minute chart until I started streaming because I felt like I had to. Because I was like, what the hell am I going to talk about? I would never trade the 1 minute if I didn't have to, guys. I did it for the stream. When I first started streaming, I'm like, all right, Ty, let's think of maybe you can come up with a model for the 1 minute so you can keep these people engaged and see if you could build an edge on the 1 minute, you know? Because it's like, if I'm trading the 15 minute, you guys are going to get bored. But it's at the same time, it's like, I don't really care if you guys are bored because, like, I make my money trading. Like, my money comes from the markets. So I need to do what's in my best interest for myself. So if I do have a few models that I use the 1 minute on, but they have to be so, like, precise for me to take it. Because if not, I'm going to get chewed up on that time frame, man. I am. It destroys me mentally. I'm not very good at it. I'm not. I'm just not the best. I try to get better and better and better at it, and I see some success. It's just like, even though I do the 1 minute, my emotions are still just out of control because I have to execute so much faster. It's something about the candlesticks moving that quick that just it hinders my psychology. It does. And that's just the way I am. And it's something I've journaled. And although, like, I've been doing this for 6 years, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be successful in every single time frame. Some traders have strengths in other parts of the market. I'm better on the higher time frame. News in 2. News in 2 minutes. Manage your trades. Yeah. Did Trump say something about an emergency meeting? Yeah, what? Let's check Forex Factory real quick. Hold on. Oh, I can't have it up here. Let me check Forex Factory. What news do we have, guys? What the hell happened? Okay. Let me check Forex Factory real quick. calendar. Here we go. Today is Wednesday. Oh, we got jolts. We got jolts. Oh, boy. This is some big... Oh, my God. We got jolts in 5 seconds. All right, 5 seconds till jolts, guys. Holy cow. I didn't even know we had jolts today. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, Joltsy. Joltsy's out. So far, still nothing, guys. No trades. Me too. I was trading on the 1 minute and now on the M15. And Koos, are you seeing more success on the 15 minute? Are you seeing increased success in your trading on the 15-minute time frame? Your energy and focus are what make this stream so valuable. Please don't let the trolls waste your time. We are here to learn from you. We got Joltsy, baby. Pump it up, pump up for me. Yo, Logan, what's good, Logan? Yeah, Koos, are you seeing more success in the 15-minute? Guys, can you drop below in the chat what time frame you guys trade on typically? What time frame you guys typically trade on? Drop it below. I'm kind of curious to know. I bet you most of you guys are trading on the 1 minute. If I had to take a gander here. 5 min, 10, 1 min, 1 min, 5, 1 min, 5, 5 min, 1 minute and 1 second for execution. Holy cow! God bless your soul, Max. God bless your soul. 1 second? Jesus Christmas. M15, H4. Logan, love that, brother. H4. Hell yeah, dude. 30 minute, and it's changed everything for me. I was on the 1 minute. Alex, love to hear that, my brother. 15 minute. US 30 can go. It looks serious liquidity. 1 minute, 15, 4 hour. Would you please share your 1 minute strategy? Yes, after I used the 15, I started being profitable. Awesome, bro. Freaking awesome stuff. I love that. I freaking love that. That's amazing. Literally amazing. 15 second and 1 minute. Wow. That's crazy, bro. I bounce between the 1 minute to 15 minute. Depends on the trade. Daily and H1 for executions. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Great correlated time frames there. Hey, bud, do you still use the dots indicator and trend strength indicator? Okay. So I still use the dots on the 1 minute, but as far as the trend strength indicator, it's just like, it's not necessary. I really rely more on just liquidity now. I was trying to build like a really, really good like 1 minute time frame model for the stream. Like I really was like, I was like, I need to do this for the stream. Like I want to build like a really good 1 minute time frame model. But you know what? Let me show you my book. I'll show you my A+ 1 minute time frame model. Like this is like probably one of the only setups that I'll still take. Okay, here we go. I'll show you my book here, guys. Here's my book. Here's my book. Here's my book. Here's my book. Okay? Here we go. Do I have... Can I pull it up here? Okay. You know what? Let me pull it up. Hold on. Do you trade like Marco in a way? I think me and Marco... We kind of similar, but not entirely the same entry model. He looks for liquidity as well. Okay, so let me see if I can pull up. Give me a second here, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Wait, can I pull this up somehow? Wait, I think I could do this. Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec, guys. I think I could. Oh, okay. Okay. Can I show this? Hold on, I might have to change my... Give me 1 sec. I got it. Okay. Okay, I got it. Wait. Okay. Can you guys see what's going on? Oh, you can't see me anymore. Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. I messed up. Oh, God. Wait, that... Hold on. Hold on. Oh, crap. I tried to... Look, I tried to show you guys something, and I messed the stream up. I messed the stream up, guys. I tried to show you one thing, and look what I do. Fuck. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I tried to show you this trade, and I messed the stream up. Oh, I'm so stupid. Wait, why isn't it working now? Hold on. Please work. Fuck! What'd I do? Try Control Z to undo. Hold on. Control Z. Oh! Oh, God. Guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Technical difficulty. I try to help you guys out, and I try to show you guys a trade, and look what I do. Why is it... Dang it! Hold on. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix it! Just give me a second. I'm gonna fix it. No. It won't work! Guys, hold on. Oh, I got it! I got it. Guys, I got it. Okay, we're back. Hold on. Let me show you guys something here. I have it saved on here. Look at what I do. Okay, are you guys good now? Yo, I'm trying to show you guys this trade. Let me see if I have... It should be saved in here. It should be saved. Let me go to... It should be saved here, where I do a lot of my back testing. Okay. Wait. I want to show you like my A+ model here. No, guys. Hold on. Yeah, my screen's good now. I'm going to show you guys you guys wanted to see the 1 minute model? I'm going to show it to you. Okay. Here we go. Here's one of them. Oh, God. What now? Give me 1 second. I'm trying. This is the things I do for you guys because I love you. Okay. I don't need this. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. Ready? Go and back test this yourself. 930. 950. Okay. Watch. What the heck? I don't want volume profile. Oh, I don't want that. Hold on. Okay. Guys, I'm giving you guys some free knowledge here. Hold on. Let me get things right. Okay? Hold on. I'm setting up. Okay. This is your trading window, right? Okay. Now we're ready. Hold on. Okay. Now we're ready. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. 9:30 opens, right? This is what we want. See all this? This is all a bunch of nonsense. But what happens here? Right before our 950 macro, right? Right before our 950 macro. If you guys know anything about the 950 macro, we're going to want to go and seek liquidity at 950. 950 to 1010 is the macro, right? Boom. We get a candle outside of the Bollinger Band, right? Outside this fair value gap printed. We get an inversion fair value gap right before the macro, right? As soon as we get a candle confirmation here, right? I'm short. My stops are above this high. I could target the nearest liquidity. 1 to 2, you could target a 1 to 1. This is a very high strike rate. Let me show you another example. Okay? Let me show you another one. Let me show you like my A. Let me get the A+++++ model. Sometimes you gotta wait for it, guys. Sometimes you gotta wait. Okay? Let me go here. Let me show you one more model here. Let me go. I want to show you this really good setup. Give me a sec. Give me a sec to pull it up. Okay. Okay, right here. Okay, right here. This, I'll full port my account on this trade. No joke. It's that good. I'll full port my account on this trade. Ready? This is that good. 930 to 950. This is where you trade. Inside the macro. Ready? Watch. 930 opens. Ready? Guys, if I were to trade and clip this, where are my hairs? Assad, I got a haircut. I got a haircut. Assad, I got a haircut. I got a nice little skin fade. The mole's gone. Okay, guys, if you want to clip this, go ahead, clip it. This is my A++ trading model for the 1 minute time frame. Clip it. A++ trading model for the 1 minute time frame. Ready? Here we go. Are you ready? 930 opens. What do we get? Manipulation right away. Right away. As soon as, look at the strong displacement down. Strong displacement. Look, 930 opens. We get this fair value gap print, this fair value gap print. We're outside of the Bollinger Band, right? I like to see two fair value gaps get disrespected. Two. Not one. Not one. Two. Two fair value gaps get disrespected. I then get an inversion fair value gap. After these two fair value gaps print outside the Bollinger Band, right? And we're in a high probability time. This is a 930 manipulation. This is classic manipulation right here. 930 opens, we push down. We get outside the Bollinger Band, 1 FVG, 2 FVG. What happens here right before the macro? We invert two fair value gaps, right? Back inside the Bollinger Band. We wait. After this candle prints, you do not enter on the candle that prints right after the FVG. You wait for one candle after. You wait to show a sign of respect, because this candle could print, and based on my back testing, this candle could print, invert this fair value gaps, and the candle right after that can reclaim it and come right back down. So you wait for another candle to respect it. This candle respects it, 937. What do? I enter long. My stops are below the nearest swing low. Here, what do you target? 1 to 1 or 1 to 1.5. I will full port my account on that trade. Tell you right now. Tell you right now. Even if you just target a 1 to 1, the strike rate on that trade is so incredibly high. Don't take my word for it. Go and back test it. Just, you can aim for a 1 to 1 or a 1 to 1.5. I like a 1 to 1.5. It's a little bit more. But a 1 to 1, you could 1 to 1 trim. This is what you could do. 1 to 1. Leave a runner. 80% trim, 20% leave a runner to 1 to 1.5. I promise you, and if you just wait for those setups, look at me. Financial freedom. Look at me. Financial freedom. There you go. I'm dropping knowledge, dude. This is real life sauce. This is real sauce. Legitimate, this is sauce right here. For free, real sauce. Don't take my word for it. Go ahead and backtest it. It has to be in between 930 to 950, because this macro is going to go and distribute to some sort of higher time frame liquidity. It's going to. It's the best macro to trade. Don't take my word for it. I'm just an idiot. Not financial advice. Go ahead and backtest it. Which setting? Right here. 50. Boom. Done. Right there. There you go. Go backtest it. They don't happen as often as you want, but when they do happen, they hit. That's why I have multiple different edges. This is one play in my playbook. I have multiple edges. If this play comes up on the 1 minute time frame, I'm taking it every single time. Every single time. Same thing for shorts. It works for longs, it works for shorts, but it has to be inside that macro. Now, that's one of my plays for the 1 minute time frame. Right? I take that. I have my 15-minute entry. I'm well versed. I have multiple different entry models. So I'll look for that. I'll look for my 15-minute entries, and then I'm well diversed. Do you understand? Of course. I love you guys. What is your Bollinger Band settings? Right here, bro. 50. Just 50. Length, 50. That's it. Simple. One indicator. One indicator. Bollinger Bands. Done. Bollinger Bands, time, liquidity, inversions. That's it. I use one indicator. One. I know I used to have a lot, but you don't need them. I use them as extra confluences. You just need this. I like to use the Bollinger Bands. I love the Bollinger Bands. I don't know what it is, but I like them. I like them. I trade with them. That's the one indicator. Oh, Tyler trades with indicators. Tyler trades with an indicator. Oh, he sucks. Tyler trades with a freaking indicator. Yeah, I do. One. One indicator, okay? One. Leave me alone. I use one. Oh, but I use no indicators. Tyler, but Tyler uses, but I use no indicators. But I use no indicators, so I am better than Tyler. No, you're not. You're a loser. I use one. Go ahead and judge me for it. I don't care. So there's that. Let me see if I can show you another setup here. Would you look at that? Another one. Would you look at that? Another one. Oh, it's kind of like Tyler knows what he's talking about. It's kind of like Tyler knows what he's talking about. Wow. Look at this. What happened here? 9:30 to 9:50. Oh, it's kind of like I've seen this before, right, guys? What happens? Manipulation. 9:30. Manipulation drive. What did we get? What did Tyler just say? Oh, what did he say in his last stream? Oh my God, it's kind of like this just happened again. It's kind of like maybe that I've seen this before. Okay? Watch. Boom. It's kind of like I've seen this before. What happened? 9 o'clock. 9:30. Right? Manipulation. Drive lower. One fair value gap. Two. You don't enter here. You wait for the second one to get disrespected. You then get disrespected here. This is the disrespect right here. Inversion. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There's the inversion here. But you wait for the candle to respect it. There it goes. Respect. 1-to-1. Done. Done, dude. Again. Again. Bye. Your energy makes us release our trading pressure. Keep it up. Yeah, that's why I'm here, guys. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Oh, yes. For you guys, everything that I talk about is in New York Standard Time. So, 9:30, market open. Obviously, New York session. So, 9:30 EST to 9:50 EST. The NASDAQ open. When the NASDAQ opens, whatever time zone that you're in, it has to be, we always go by New York Standard Time. That's it. Always. So that's that. Do I have a specific name for the setup? I would call this, the, I can think of a good name here. I'd call this the, we gotta think of a cool name. Tyler, what software is this? This is just, this is Project X. This is Project X. I've done a lot of my back testing on Project X. So I've had, it's just Project X. The big G. The V. Guys, what should we name this setup? Give me a good name. We need a name. I think we call this, What is the BB indicator? Mine is not the same. What do you mean yours isn't the same? Just Bollinger Bands. That's it. The Freedom Maker. There you go. Yeah, this is just 50. That's it. Very simple stuff. The Viking. The Shark Tooth. Guys, the Viper Strike. Guys, this is good stuff here. This is good stuff. I like the names. Guys, this is the only indicator that you need. Bollinger Bands, set it to 50. That's it. I set the median, the upper, they're all white. You could do gray. Gray is a little easier on the eyes. We do gray. Boom. Oh, and I like to change my... Get this off. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. I like my candles to be blue and gray. Can't be having the... You can't be having the... Wait, it is a little darker blue. There you go. Boom. And we'll do this gray a little lighter. Boom. Okay. That's how I like it. That's how I like it right there. I wish the screen was white, though. Hey, Tyler, when you target a 1-to-1, do you still risk 1%? No. Mr. Wonder, great question. If I'm usually... I'll on a 1-to-1 trade, I'll go heavier because the strike rate is really high. It's very high. That's a great question though, Mr. Wonder. I'm not going to tell you how much to risk, but typically like if we're doing CFDs, I'll risk anywhere from like 2 to 3% because the strike rate is really high. And for like futures, depending on the account size, like if you're trading a 50K Apex account, I'd risk $1,000 on this trade easily, without a doubt. No problem. I'd risk $1,000 on this trade. 100%. Without a doubt. I would have no problem risking $1,000 on this trade. Because a 1-to-1, think about it like this. If you're trading intraday trailing drawdown too, especially with Apex, a 1-to-1 is going to hit rather fast. You probably, on these plays, you won't hit much drawdown. Like, if you aim for a higher target now, like if you want to go for like a 1-to-1.5, now the drawdown could get you because now you're aiming for a higher target. If you're aiming for like, you know, even if you go negative RR, if you go like 1-to-1 or like, you know, 0.75, you should hit that trade with no drawdown. That's why it's a good model to attack the intraday trailing. You'll size up more, right? And although it could be like even a negative RR or a 1-to-1, you really won't have any drawdown to help you get through that drawdown period. And then once you get through the drawdown period, then you could go for a little bit higher risk. Like if you want to do 1-to-1 and then trim 80% and leave like a runner, like this ran for the rest of the session, right? Like this ran to like a 1-to-3. But it's just, you got to go and backtest and manage the trade how you deem fit. And based on how your psychology can handle it and what your goals are and how you are as a trader. But yeah, 1-to-1, easy money. You know, even if you did like negative RR, the strike rate on this trade is like insane, bro. It's nuts. The holy A++. Have you been doing any research on 4-hour AMD? Carlson, I still trade the 4-hour AMD every single day when I have the setup. There's no setups for me right now. Quick question about your early days. What did you use for backtesting back then? Was it mainly TradingView's replay mode or like a tool like TradeZella? So I used TradeZella back in my day. TradeZella. I used TradingView, but mostly TradeZella because, you know, it was I could just have everything in one cohesive platform. But guys, not only that, I did a lot of my backtesting on a personal handwritten journal, like I showed you guys. You know, I have those handwritten journals where I did my backtesting on. I would write the candlesticks out. Something about physically writing things down as opposed to just, like, obviously TradeZella is amazing to have, you know, it's an all-in-one cohesive platform. And just something is a little bit, you know, to be able to write it down as well. It's the power and physically writing it and connecting with it with a pen and paper. It's just, it made a big difference for me. So I did both. I did TradeZella and I have a lot of handwritten journals that I still have to this day. And I read you guys one of the messages that I wrote myself in the back of that journal, what my goals and my aspirations were. And it was pretty crazy. And I still have those. I'll have those journals forever. I literally will have that journal until I'm no longer on these charts. And yeah, man, freaking crazy stuff. Crazy. Does the strategy work for shorts as well? Yes, it does, Jason. Go and do some back testing, my brother. You'll be looking for the same stuff, but just on the opposite side. Same thing, but just on the opposite side. Trader Carlson, no, I've been just executing what I have now. I think my criteria is great from what I got. I'm not making any more current shifts to it right now. I'm just going based off of the criteria that I have. I feel like it's a really strong edge already. Yeah, just relying off of just simple price action and fair value gaps. And yeah, right now I haven't been putting any more work into the 4-hour AMD strategy. So I have the 4-hour AMD model. I have the Trident model, as you guys know, from ChartFanatics. I also have this scalping model that I have, like intraday model, the 930, 950 shark tooth model, if you will. And then I have my 15-minute entry model. So I have around 4 entry models. The Trident model, I really utilize. It's more of a CFD model because I like to hold those trades for multiple days, if not a week, a few weeks. So that's what I do there. And then for futures, I'll do my 4-hour AMD, this model that I just showed you right here, and my 15-minute model. So I have 3 entry models. Excuse me, guys. I have 3 entry models that I utilize. And I'm not going to go and overboard it. 3 is plenty. It gives me plenty enough entries. I don't want to overload myself because, like I said, less is truly more, guys. So I use those three entry models to trade. And, yeah, I've been seeing great success with it. And that's currently where I'm at. And, like I said, I share everything with you guys because I want you guys to succeed just as much as I am. Yeah, Dynamic Tiger. Okay. So for my CFDs, for futures, I will stick to... Let's see if I can get this other trading window up. Hold on. Can I get this up now? Oh, sweet! Okay, it worked. Okay, it worked. All right, we're good. So for my futures, these are the only futures that I'm really trading right now. I trade... Okay, these are CFDs. Let me move here. Yes. Hold on, I'm fixing this. I'm not really... I haven't really been trading the YM. Guys, so for futures, for the 4-hour AMD model, I prefer to trade the ES. Why? It's cleaner. Less wicks, less fake outs. So for the AMD model, I like to trade ES and gold. So I trade ES and gold for my 4-hour AMD models. Those are my 2 favorite pairs to trade. And for everything else, for literally everything else, I'm trading the NQ. That's it. So 4-hour AMD, we're trading GC and ES. And for all my other models, I'm just focused on the NQ, baby. That's it. The NQ. You only need 1, kid. That's it. Look at this flying now, boy. Flying. Probably going to go for Asia high right here. What do you guys say in the chat? I can't see. Can you check ETH? And do you think the probability is going upwards to 5K? Let's see on the 4-hour time frame. Ew. 5K? Jesus, dude. I don't like any of this right now. This is gross. The 4 hours is just disgusting. I mean, the structure here right now is just... I can't even tell you where it's... There's no clear direction. There's nothing here. For Ethereum right now, I'm like hands off. Like, I wouldn't even touch this. There's just no clear direction right now. You kind of just been these higher low, higher low, higher low, lower high, lower high. You know, it's just... I don't know. I don't like any of this. I'm not even considering looking at it right now until there's some sort of clean market structure back. This isn't clean. This is gross. This is gross. This is clean market structure here. Look, clean, bullish, price action here. Boom, clean, bullish, price action here. This is what you want to be trading. Price action like this. I'm not going to go and trade this mess. This is a mess. I don't want anything to do with this, so I'm not even considering, I'm not even looking at it. It's not on my radar until things start to shift. And you gotta just sit here and wait. You gotta just be able to let the market conditions change a little bit. Of course. Tyler, when are you giving some crypto sauces? So, I'm not super huge into the crypto market, but I do have a pretty good edge trading the weekly time frame on crypto that I utilize sometimes. I'm not huge into the crypto space. I was not as much anymore. Pretty much hands off on crypto right now. Just focusing more on other investments, and I have my live account. I have I'm just not really. I'm kind of more hands off in the crypto space right now. Currently, right now, at this moment in time. Like, I have obviously like long-term portfolio, but as far as like taking intraday trades or, I'm not really too concerned with trading crypto right at this moment in time. I've learned from other traders like Marco that they often use the location of major liquidity to decide their daily bias. What is the number one factor you look for to establish your own bias for the day? So, okay, for my bias for the day, like I said, I want to see some sort of session highs get ran inside of my session, inside of my kill zone. So, like here, like I showed you guys, the Nvidia wick, right? Look, what do we take here? London low was taken. Look at all this liquidity that was taken here. Ready? London, Asia. Look at all this. London. London low taken. Asia low taken. Nvidia low taken. Look at all this sessions liquidity that's been taken inside of my kill zone, right? Inside of New York, this 945 candle, right? What do you know about the 945 candle? This is the macro here. Look at the macro. The macro is distributing lower. We're taking all this sell side liquidity. London low, Asia low, Nvidia low. The market closes here, right? The market closes, right? This is the weekend. As soon as the market opens, I take a small scalp because I know right away, that this is going to drive higher. I know that this is going to go draw into this fair value gap here. This is the draw here, right? I'm still bearish overall, but I just wanted to capture a small move, so that's what I did. I did that on Sunday at the open. I caught a small move here. That was it. It was like close to a 1-to-1. That's what I want to see. I need to see liquidity get swept inside of my session. If we don't, I don't trade. Look at here. From 7:45 to 10:15. Did we sweep any liquidity inside of that session? No. Therefore, I'm not trading today. There's no trade. I'm sitting and I'm waiting and I'm not taking a trade. Which ICT model would be best as a beginner? Just depends. It depends on what comes in. Okay. Ow, my eye. Okay, so like I stated before to you guys, there's no model out there that's going to be the best for a beginner. There's no strategy that's going to be the best for a beginner. The only thing that's going to work for you is something that you can take, whether it's ICT, whether it's trend lines, whether it's freaking moon phases, okay? You got to find something that resonates with you and that you can stick to, something that comes relatively easy for you on the charts. Are you good at finding fair value gaps? Are you good at working with inversions? Are you better at noticing order blocks? Are you better at noticing, let's see, what else? Order blocks, breaker blocks, like what comes easier to you on the charts? Breaker blocks and order blocks didn't come as easy to me, so I didn't trade them. What was I good at? Recognizing fair value gaps and inefficiencies in the market, right? That was my first order of business. That's when I first started trading, right? I was like, okay, I'm really good at noticing fair value gaps. Okay, but how do I know what fair value gap is going to be respected and what's not? Because some fair value gaps get respected and some don't. How could I put myself in a higher probability situation where I'm taking a fair value gap that's more likely to be respected? Now, I take that knowledge and I'm like, okay, I like fair value gaps. I know that they're, there's a liquidity, there's a void in the market that wants to be, that price wants to come back down and fill. So I'm like, okay, what fair value gaps could potentially show me the highest probability? Now, I learned about sessions. Now, a fair value gap printed at the beginning of London session or inside of New York session or NY session, like 9:30 open, is going to be likely to be more respected or a higher quality fair value gap over, let's say, a random fair value gap that prints at 2:30 in the afternoon. Do you understand? All fair value gaps aren't the same. All times aren't the same. You have to correlate time, then price. Do this, and it will make a huge difference in your trading. I promise you, just listen to me. Correlate time and then price. You do not trade at all hours of the day. You only come to the charts at a specific high probability window of time. Then you correlate price action with it. Why? Because I want to get into the market where there's an injection of liquidity, high volume. I don't want to sit in the charts during Asia session and have minuscule amount of movement. I want to come to the charts during New York session. When the New York Stock Exchange opens, if I get a 9:30 first presented fair value gap and I get a wick rejection straight through it, right? And I get the trident set up through there, that's a more respected, higher probability fair value gap than me getting a fair value gap at pre-market. You understand? It's that you're in a higher probability session. Do you understand? According to which time best for your setup? 8. Okay. It does. It does, because 100%, Jason Lee. Pick a strategy that's easiest for your eyes to see and understand. I couldn't have said it better myself. What I see, guys, just because this works for me, it may not ever work for you. It may not ever freaking work. Do you want to know why? It's because this comes natural to me. It comes very easy for me to see on the charts. It may not be the same for you. Do you understand? And that's totally okay. That's fine. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I just gonna give you some knowledge, and if it does work for you, and you can somehow gain some knowledge through it, then that means the world to me. But it's just like not every single strategy or mentor out there is going to be the one for you, and I understand that because I took some of ICT's concepts, and not everything that he's taught, like I've learned, works for me, or it's not some things that I say. I know some of my friends trade they trade off of like cumulative delta and volume and point of control and just a bunch of other stuff. It's just like I will never be able to do that because I have no idea what the hell it even means. I just stick with what works for me. I ignore outside noise. I don't take trades that other traders take. I don't even listen to what other traders tell me. I can have Warren Buffett right here, right? And he can give me some TA on the NASDAQ. And if it doesn't fit my system, I ain't taking the goddamn trade. Do you know why? Although Warren is a great guy. Warren Buffett is an amazing man, one of the richest mans on the planet. I ain't gonna break my system for Warren frickin' Buffett. I ain't gonna break my system for frickin' Elon Musk. I ain't gonna break my system for frickin' Michael Huddleston. Okay, Michael? I won't even break my system for you, ICT. Even though I learned from you, pal, I won't break my system. You know why? Because this is my system. I made my system. Although you taught me the concepts in a digestible and easy way, this is my system, Michael. I ain't gonna go and take your advice. The guy behind me, the world's richest man, I don't give a crap. I stick to my edge, not anybody else's. I have very good friends in this industry, very successful friends. If they tell me to take a trade, I still don't take the trade. Do you know why? Because I don't. It has nothing to do with my edge. I ain't taking it. No way. Sorry. FVG good enough to figure out trapped buyers and sellers. Also, I was requested to you to making a video about your strategies and indicator, then upload on your channel. We are waiting for that. You're a bro trader. Yeah, I'm getting around to that, brother. How do you punish yourself if you break your rules? Oh, this is great. How do I punish myself? Well, I punish this is what I do. Okay. If I break my rules when I'm trading, I will go down. Okay? This is what I do. I either this. If I break my rules when I'm trading, I either turn my stove up, right, to max heat, and I put my hands on the stove. like this. I go to my stove, I put the heat on, and I take my hands, right? Take my hands like this. And I put them on the heat. And I stay there for at least 5 minutes. And then I tell myself, Tyler, you will never do this again. Tyler, you will never do this again. And I have to say it for 5 minutes straight until I have physical bruises and burns on my hands. Or I waddle myself down to Miami. I go to the beach and I swim in shark-infested waters, right? And I have to survive at least 10 minutes without getting bitten. That's what I do. No, but if I do break my rules, I tell myself that I'm done for the day and I can't trade the next day. You have to be able to walk away. If I break my rules, and this is the thing, guys, you break your rules once. If you break your rules once, you'll do it again. You will do it again, and you will do it again, and you will do it the time after that. Because if you don't respect your rules, you don't respect yourself as a person. You don't. You're letting yourself. You have to tell yourself, if you break your rules, you're letting your family down. You're letting yourself down. And think about it like this: you break your rules one fucking time, right? One time, it could erase all those months of progress. You have to remember that. It's like, yo, I broke my rules once, and until you go through it, you're gonna fuck up. Because you know why? Because you haven't felt the pain yet, bro. You don't have the scars. Think about it. When you go to the gym, you got those dainty little cute hands, and until you build those calluses up on your hands, right? Your hands are gonna continue to take a beating. Until you build those calluses up from working out, right? Putting those hours in, putting the years in on the weights. You build the calluses up. It's the same as a callus in your emotions as a person. Until you go through bad shit, you won't have the calluses to know to not do that. You know what? You know how you'll learn? You'll learn the hard way. You know why? Because 95% of people on this earth have to learn the hard way. Everything in my life, I've always had to learn the hard way. Nothing ever came simple to me. There was never a time where my dad told me not to do some shit, and I was like, okay, Dad. No. I either did something really, he would tell me, and I would have to do something really freaking stupid and hit rock bottom and be like, now is probably the time that I'm not going to ever do that again. Why? Because I went through the emotional turmoil of that. I've been like that my entire life. That's with everything, bro. Everything. Everything in my life I've went through, and I suffered the hard way. Always. But I wouldn't change it because that's what built me up as a trader. Do you understand? Is that I went through all that pain and I feel it, and it's still inside of me. It's still there. It's buried deep down. So when I take a trade and I break my rules, I'm like, holy fuck, Tyler, you're going to go back to that place. And until you go through that, you're never going to truly understand, bro. You're not. Even if I tell you, I know you're not going to know because you haven't went through the same things I went through. I went through a lot of bad stuff. Bad. You know, I went through a lot of emotional ups and downs, like bad, like hating myself and, you know, you got to understand that this game could take a freaking real toll on you, bro. A real toll. Like it could destroy you. You got to know that a lot of people aren't sharing their true full journey, or they're hiding, or they're making things up. And, you got to know that a lot of it is the social media game. Is you're living behind a freaking lie, dude. You really are. And 90% of these people that say they're doing it as good as they are, they're not. They're blowing far more accounts than you'll ever even understand. And you just got to know that, man. Just you're on your own journey. Don't look for anybody else for advice, for tips, for anything. Just focus on you, man. Nobody else is better than you. I don't give a shit what any other trader is doing. Okay? I focus on myself. And you got to ignore that. Don't compare yourself to others ever. You're on your own journey. You're on your own timeline. Everyone's going to get there. You're all going to make it. I have faith in every single one of you that tunes into these streams that's struggling right now. You're going to get through it, bro. You're going to. I know you are. 100%. I have all the faith in the world in you. You guys could do anything you put your mind to. Anything. Look at Goldie. And you see why? Look. Inversion. Look at gold. Ready? Watch. Inversion. But what happened right after? Immediately reclaimed. Immediately reclaimed the fair value gap. Look. You see that? Inversion here. This candle, after the inversion, immediately reclaimed the fair value gap. Disrespected it again. This is a fake inversion. That's why I always wait for a candle after. You see that? That's a perfect prime example right there. perfect example. Here's the inversion here, right? We were in all-time high area. You get the inversion through the 15-minute fair value gap. What happens on the next candle? Immediately reclaims that fair value gap. So we disrespected, and we immediately reclaimed it again. And look, we drove up for another run. That's why I always wait. That's a perfect example of being patient. You don't take it right away on the inversion. You gotta wait. Please just wait for one candle. I'm telling you. Did you get into a trade, bro? I'm itching for one. I did not take a trade, A's, and do not itch for a trade, brother. Do not itch for a trade. Do not itch for a trade. Ever. Ever. You let the... A's, are you new here? Let me show you something, bro. A's, here, let me show you something here. A's, let me show you. Here it is, okay? Here it is, guys. Here's the platter. Here's the silver platter. Okay? This is it right here. This is it. I didn't take a trade today. Do you want to know why? Because this little platter right here wasn't presented to me. You see it? It's like, oh, Tyler, look at all these $100 bills. Wouldn't you like some? Yeah, I would. But it's not here today. Look, it's not here. So I didn't trade. This platter is not here. I didn't get teed up a beautiful trade. Look at it. Here's the, oh, chef. Oh, chef, what's on the menu today? Oh, chef, what's on the menu today? Okay. Here. It's right here, Tyler. It's called $10,000. Would you like some? Yes, chef. Yes, chef. I'll take the trade today. Oh, chef, there's no food today? No, Tyler. Okay, I won't eat today, chef. No eating. No eating! Do not trade. You do not trade. I got smoked on gold, man. You did? What'd you do? You went short? Johnny, what happened? You go short? This is just it, guys. This is it. This is it. You don't got this silver. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on real quick. Oh. Wait, hold on, guys. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on, guys. Oh, here you go. Oh, are you guys hungry? Here's the platter. Here, I got the ladle. Here. Until the market does this shit. Look at me. Here, Tyler, take this. Here, look. Until the market does this. Here, Tyler, take this trade. Here. I don't fucking trade. And if you got a problem with it, come see me in fucking Miami. You got a problem? Here. Here's your problem, right here. I'm not trading today. Go ahead, say something. Go ahead, say it in the chat. Go ahead, say it. What are you gonna say right here? Look, come to Miami and do something about it then, baby. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Just bunch of internet tough guys. Oh, Tyler doesn't take a trade. Tyler sucks. Go ahead and I'll give you my address. Come here and do something about it, baby. Do it. Here's your trade, Tyler. Go ahead, take it. Here you go. It's on the menu today. Did we get one of those today, guys? No. That's it. I didn't trade. Don't trade. God. Yeah, shit. That's it. Yo, it's like... who's gonna talk shit in the chat? Nobody. You know why? They ain't gonna do nothing about it. Nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. That's it. You gotta learn the hard way. You wanna trade today? Go ahead. Bro, it's just facts, dude. I just speak facts. If you can't sit and wait for the ladle or the silver platter, you're gonna get rinsed. The market's gonna literally do this. It doesn't care about you. Do you think the market gives a shit that you need to pay your rent? Or that, oh, I need to get my girlfriend a present. Oh, I could go to dinner tonight. Oh, no, the market doesn't care about you, bro. So until you wait for the trade that even potentially that trade could lose, you will continue to get bent over by the market. You will. And you guess what? There's going to be some of you guys out there. What if the chef brings bad food? Oh, please. Oh, I hired a 5-star Michelin chef. Look at him. Wait. Here you go. Okay. Wait, guys. Wait, Tyler, where you go? Oh, chef, please. Oh, chef. Here you go. Are you hungry for this? Oh, wait, but no, this is the problem. Okay, here's chef. Hey, guys. Okay, here you go. Here's chef. You guys want this? You can't have it until you wait. Look at it. Look. You wait. You want this? Do you want it? You gotta wait. If you don't wait, you don't get this. You know what you get? Caca. Nothing. This is what you get. Yeah. This is what you get. When you don't wait, this is where your money goes, okay? When you don't fucking wait for a trade, this is where your hard-earned cash goes, right here. In the fucking trash can. This is where your money goes. All that work, right? Oh, I spent all this time. Look, I built up my Apex accounts. Here's all this money, right? One bad day on tilt, right? Look, one bad day. Right in here. Right in here. That's all it takes, bro. You sit here, and for Chef Boyardee to come in every single time, you wait. Here's the platter. I can't make it more simple than that, guys. I can't. It's the most simplest way. Until you wait, all your prop firm money is going to be right here. With all the rest of your hopes and dreams, it's going to be right in this trash can. And you know what? You're going to continue to struggle, and you're going to be like, but Tyler doesn't know what he's talking about. You know what? That's fine. I'm just an idiot, but I do speak facts. I'm only going to tell you it like it is. This is real facts. This is real life shit. Okay? You got to sit there and wait for the market to come to you. I don't know how more clear I can make it. Other than that, every single dollar until you wait is going to end up in that trash can. And you're gonna be in this endless loop. You're gonna be in this endless loop, right? And you're never gonna escape until you wait. And Chef Boyardee is never gonna be able to come to your house, and you're never gonna be invited over to my family dinner. Do you want to eat this? Are you hungry? Here's the ladle. You want to? You guys want to come over for dinner? You gotta remain patient. Or you're not invited over to my house. We only have patient traders here. Okay? Sorry, guys. I'm literally out of breath. I'm literally out of breath. I can't even... I need a second. I'm out of breath. I went off right there. Sometimes, guys, I black out, and I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But I felt like that was a good way to tell you guys to not trade. Okay? You know what we'll call that clip? That's called the silver platter. Till you get the silver platter, you don't trade. So to anyone in the chat that was itching for a trade, here, I'll give you. Here, give me your Apex accounts. For anyone in the chat that said that they were itching for a trade, here, put your account right in here. Here, put your account right here. I got it for you. Don't worry. I'll take it out too. Look. Don't worry. The garbage men come later. I'll take your account out. Okay? Here, put it right here. Is it in? You took a trade today and you blew your account, right? You over leveraged, you over risked. You didn't manage it. You didn't manage your emotions, right? Where did your accounts go? Oh, would you look up? Here's so-and-so's. Oh, I see his Apex. Oh, there go his funded next accounts. Oh, there's his Apex accounts too. Oh, they're all in here. I got him. Do you know why? Because he couldn't wait. He can't wait. You know why? Because he can't manage his emotions, and he's relentless, and he just doesn't know how to just walk away from the charts. So this is where his accounts are, and all of his hopes and dreams, and all of the chance for him to get financially free, because he simply can't just do this. Look, just do this. can't do that. He can't. That's it. I don't know how much more clear I can make it than that. I can't even tell you. It's impossible. I can't make it more clear. This is the facts of life. Marco, if Marky's here, he'll tell you the same thing. Stop chatting and send signals, sir? Oh, this is is that Marco? Marco, hold on. Marco. Oh, wait, hey, Marco, you here? Okay, this is what you're gonna do to all of the people that are in this chat's trading accounts. This is what happens if you listen to Marco right now. Okay, look. Oh no, Marco. Take a trade on gold and over risk your account. Go 5 contracts right now. Okay. Oh no. Oh, Marco, look what you did to everyone. Look what you did. This is what you're good for, Marco. Okay, look. This is it right here. Now, Marco, you're not invited. You stay in Canada and you stay there. You're not invited for the silver platter trades, okay? You're not invited. I'm keeping this ladle myself. You're not invited. You can't eat from the silver platter, Marco. You know why? Because you're trying to look for a trade. You're not invited. You can stay there in Canada, and I don't even want to see you here in the United States of America. All right, guys. I need a coffee. All right, I'm wrapping this up soon. All right, we got 4 minutes. I'm wrapping this up in like a minute or so. I'm literally sweating. Sometimes, guys, I literally make myself laugh because I just say the most outlandish shit. Oh God. All right. Wow. That was something else, guys. Although we didn't trade today, I think there was a plethora of knowledge here given, and yeah, I had a great time. Did you guys have a good time today? Listen, this isn't always about trading, guys. This is about entertainment too. This is about entertainment value. I bring a lot to the table here. When I do catch a trade on stream, you bet your bottom dollar, you bet your sweet bippy it's gonna be a winner. Okay? Because we're gonna wait. It's called the silver platter. That's what I'm calling the trading model. The silver platter. There you go. Thanks for helping me come up with the name, guys. It's called the silver platter. I love it. I love nothing more than it. Patience is a virtue. Patience is literally pace. 100%. Gold drop like... Do you have a full course on your strategy? No courses, John. No course. No course. I'm just a regular average Joe. Just a regular guy. Just a guy trying to make it in this world as a trader, as a streamer, and just as an entertainer. You know? That's it. No course. Nothing. Just your average Joe. But, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up in about 2 minutes and pretty much call it a day. Get a coffee, chill, relax, and walk away from the charts because guess what? There's no trade. Are there any last-minute questions? Guys, if you don't know, I stream on my channel every single day when I'm not here on the lovely ChartFanatics channel and tuning in with you guys. So if you're interested, I'll see you guys tomorrow on my channel. And if not, you could tune in. I think, what is your Instagram? The Silver Platter. That's the name. My Instagram everything should be linked below. Can you break down the 4-hour A&D model like you just did with me the 1 minute? You know what? Let's focus on that next stream. How much have you made today? Guess how much I made? I made $0 today. Do you want to know why I didn't take a trade? That's why. You know why? You know what I took this? I took this platter here and I saved it. I saved it for later. I took the platter and I saved it by not taking a trade. I preserved my dinner for later. All right, guys, but I'm wrapping this up. I'm going to go get a coffee and relax because I've been running around like a lunatic and I need to chill. I love you guys. Until tune in tomorrow to the Chart Fanatics, and come tune in and watch your boy for a little bit. I love you guys deeply. You are the best. Until next week, and until tomorrow when you tune in for Chart Fanatics Live tomorrow, love you guys. Clocking out. TG. Peace.